I see. Okay.
Most people are really good before they get started. You know,
Looks like.
Alright, so
It looks like they're all just camping back.
I do suspect Cerberus is sniping. Corn is going to be the rifle, that's going to be the footman. And then the side of things is Buckus, as there's still HWRG as Pointman Candy Gun as a rifle.
Yeah, I don't know what their clan name is, but the team not eRise, they're camping far back and it seems to be working for them. They picked up a few picks. It looks like Masticate's ping was too high or something and he had to leave, or I don't know why he left.
No, they were calling it HW's ping, but it's a 2-minute rule, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Looks like they picked it back up though, eRise. At first they were down a little bit, but I don't think playing passive is a good idea. Usually in Annihilation, like 1v1s, you want to take over the spawn. Like you want to pick up their team, get them all dead as much as possible, then get as close as you can that we can spawn trap them. The way that the other team's doing, they're just sort of spawn trapping themselves here with Candy Gun staying so far back. Focus.
With dog tags being allowed, even if you're camping back, as long as you get your dog tags, you'll never fall behind. The game should be even, theoretically. Which is a lot harder to do.
But you can't really get the dog tags if you're... Oh wait, well I guess dog tags by falling back you mean like picking up the teammates that died, right?
Yeah. You allow like one person in your team specifically to pick up the dog tags, and then that person keep the game even.
True, but I still think it'd be better to rush forward because then you can pick up teammates or dog tags from teammates and the enemies that die, you know. But I guess it's probably maybe a little bit more risky.
It's a little bit more risky because let's say like the team defending gets like an ace and pushes up. They not only do they get the dog tag, they can take like the middle instead of pushing all the way up and like gain the team. We've seen from some of the teams that get to the finals that the blocks and they can make that go down. I really wish we didn't see Cold Case as much because I think some of that map is much more interesting. This is like the map that everyone's used to.
Yeah, I like Cold Case and Castle Rock. I don't really like the other ones that much personally. Depends.
Because it's Classical, I really like Castle Rock. That's the map that we've seen like second best behind Cold Case. It's a lot more interesting.
eRise is struggling a bit again. I don't know. I guess maybe Annihilation's not their thing, or maybe this other team is actually pretty good. I'd never heard of them, so I just kind of assumed that they were going to be, you know, a little bit easier than this.
We're playing a 2v2 at the moment. It's both the scope and the rifles for both teams. It seems like Point may have dropped, even though Masticate. I don't think Masticate was over, just the other guy was.
Yeah, maybe he DC'd and then since they don't have their third and he just decided not to come back in or something. But Sabrosa gets a nice pick there. See, I like the way that Sabrosa and Corns are doing it. They're working together. Yeah, that's what my team does with our scope. It's like somebody works with them and it makes it a lot easier. If you look at the other team, they're all kind of like spread out going, you know, Rambo.
HWRG has rejoined the game to be instantly killed by Sabrosa. Sabrosa's actually flanking right here. Behind HW. Oh man.
And this is kind of what I expected to happen. What's going on now? See what I mean by the aggressiveness here by Sabrosa and Cornster, though. If you can get... It didn't work out that round. But you can get close like that, see how they picked up all those kills. Yeah, it works.
See, so the defending team, which is Boom, kills their only two guys.
Oh! Headshot nade all the way across the map. Cornster's just gonna wait for Sabrosa here, I think. I don't think he wants to push up yet. He's pushing up a little bit, but... He doesn't check his corner. HW gets him. You should always check your corners. Sabrosa's kind of stuck here, 3v1.
eRise is still winning 22-16 in this 2v3.
Yeah. Sabrosa should know the guys on his right now because he played there last round, so... No, he didn't check the corner either. Same problem as last time.
back. Nice recovery.
It's evening out a little bit here. The defending team's picking up a little bit more kills, I think, than this. Maybe.
It's really hard to keep up with like the tactics score. I was talking about last time. I wish I had some data. Keep track of that.
Yeah. And see, the score's evening out. It's just Cornster. What's happening is it's like right now, one of them dies, so then it's a 1v3, and they can't do anything until their teammate comes back.
Yeah,
and to try to push up, they get picked.
That works too.
Now it's a 1v3 situation.
Yeah.
They're just gonna pick up easy kills here and even it out probably.
I was gonna ask if Rosic nade himself, but that works as well.
HW has 160 ping again. I mean, I guess it's only 3 ping over the limit, but
No, actually, I guess maybe
1 ping.
does that actually give you a point? Your team less than a point? Masticator's rejoining.
Yeah.
So we're finding out
Nading yourself is worse. Yeah, it should even out now because they've been doing 2v3. With the 3v3 here, it'll be even, but the problem is that the other team has been able to push up while they had the problems with the 1v3 situation, so now I guess they were able to reverse that, but that could have been dangerous, being pushed so far back.
As we've seen with most of our 3v classical games, the score right now is very close. It only seems to ever break away towards like the middle of the game, if it does. If not, you just stay close for the whole game. I think it takes a while for somebody to get to this tour annihilation map. Most people don't practice it very much. Even though these tournaments have the same rewards as our demolition, demolition just lets me competitive side of this game.
Yeah, people aren't used to actually playing tactics either in Annihilation. They're used to just running around, you know. People that 1v1 a lot, though, should know how to play the map. Like, pushing up, taking over the spawn, you know, taking over mid.
I know when
that
I
kind of
used to
stuff.
do on this map, all the time I shoot at the corners of like what you see as like the gifts right now. You shoot at the corner of those when you sound play, so you can headshot the enemy without them ever seeing you. That's what I used to do.
Yeah. I'm surprised we're not seeing more nades. Like, they're throwing nades, but...
Yeah, I'm always surprised that there's not a lot of smoke nades going on there, especially if it's just open map. Smoke nades can give you positioning.
Yeah. See, the defensive team keeps playing back. I really think that this could be risky. I don't know. If it was me, I'd really like to take over the mid.
I mean, the
score's still pretty close.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
It's the dog tag, really. Let's go keep things close. Here.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at it right now.
I mean, I just think that you can't really get ahead that way. Like, you can keep it close like this, but how are you gonna get, like, you know, a big 10-point lead or something if you're playing back in spawn?
If you look at in the NRF team, there's about what 21-33 score there. HW maybe had like two score before he left. That
Yeah.
There's been like
Dog
about 3
tags.
dog tags going down to their team. It's really hard to tell for eRise and difference on eRise.
Yeah. Sabrosa went rifle and Cornish is scoping. I think I don't know if I like that personally. Sabrosa I thought was a better scope than a rifle.
The was doing pretty well in the scopes. I'm not sure what's changed about maybe Corin going that asked for that. I always think it's bad to keep switching your classes. I spent the whole month of December trying a rifle to see how it went, and it's too much. I spent like 2 years playing sniper. There's no reason to try to switch classes.
Yeah, I used to play sniper and it was a mistake when I switched to rifle. I personally think, like, the way I used to use TPG, I could probably outgun, you know, a decent FR still. But then I switched to rifle and now I can't snipe very well. And I can't rifle very well either when I switched anyway, so hey. Well, see, I like the way the eRise is doing it, taking over the mid like this. I know we keep talking about it, but it's just It just seems like if they can just get the kills here like this, all you gotta do is pick up kills some rounds, and then you'll pick up, you know, maybe 10 point
I feel like on
at
the spawn
once.
trap, like if you smoke their spawn doors, you have a scope watching the long haul. It's much stronger than just having like surrounding your spawn. If you smoke them, they have to walk
Yeah.
in smoke, which we call FPS lag, as well as obviously they can't see you for additional runtime. And that gives you more time where they won't have their invincibility. That's what the smoke grenade is so strong. When you actually go around looking at the character, see, Subversa does have a red smoke equipped. Master also has smoke grenade equipped, so there's no reason for them not to be over here.
Yeah, I said in one of my latest videos, like how to become a competitive player, I talked about smoke grenades a little bit. Like, actually, no, it was in a different video. How to use a car. I really like to smoke a doorway. Like if they smoke the spawn doorway and then camp on like one of the hard corners where you have to turn all the way to check it, you know?
Yeah.
Because when you're coming out of smoke, you feel nervous, like you don't know where they are. So like you want to check every corner, but yet you don't want to expose yourself completely. So you're not going to check all the way in the corner. You're going to check like, you know, at an angle, and then you're going to keep going. So you're not going to actually check the inside part of the corner. I think you're right. The smoke grenades are probably useful, but
I am also
they're just
making
focusing
some
on
kind of tutorial video pretty soon. Mostly about sniping though, but it will help you with other functions such as
yeah, the game's coming to a close here, though. I think eRise is going to win it.
yeah, he drives needs
What it
five.
came down to is the game is close, but then they got that pick where they just started dominating the spawn and they were able to get the kills. The
So
defensive
Rosa-
strategy you were talking about, it would have worked, but they just dropped too many.
The Rosa right now is 26 and 8, and he was doing well before he dropped. I think it was 14 and 7. So most of his team score wise on his back.
Yeah, Fasty Kate and Corn just stayed in base, you know, so Rosa might be able to win it. So Rosa's boss, you know, but it looks like it's gonna be over here in a few more kills. Yeah. Unless something happens where
UCG free fall, he won the last one.
I think pulling back this far at this point in the game, though, I mean, I keep saying it, but like,